6 National Flowers of Asia. This is the chrysanthemum, one of Japan's most recognizable national symbols. But here's something that surprises many people. Despite being closely associated with Japan, the chrysanthemum has never been officially declared the country's national flower. Instead, it became the flower of the Japanese imperial family. For centuries, the emperor's official seal has featured a chrysanthemum with 16 petals. It is known as the imperial seal of Japan. The flower became so closely connected to the monarchy that the Japanese throne itself is often called the chrysanthemum throne. This tradition dates back to the Kamakura period in the late 12th century. More than 800 years later, the chrysanthemum is still one of the most important symbols of the imperial household. But its story doesn't end there. Every autumn, chrysanthemums bloom across Japan in thousands of different varieties. Gardeners spend months carefully shaping the plants into spectacular living sculptures. Some are trained into giant domes. Others cascade downward like waterfalls made entirely of flowers. Japan even holds annual chrysanthemum festivals where these incredible displays are exhibited to the public. The flower has also become a symbol of longevity, happiness, and nobility in Japanese culture. So while Japan may not officially have a national flower, the chrysanthemum has represented the country's history, tradition, and imperial family for more than 8 centuries. This flower has represented Vietnam for thousands of years. It is the lotus. Unlike many flowers that only symbolize beauty, the lotus is admired because it rises from muddy water while remaining perfectly clean. That remarkable ability made it one of the most powerful symbols in Vietnamese culture. For centuries, the lotus has appeared in poetry, traditional paintings, architecture, and folk art. It is also deeply connected to Buddhism, where the flower represents purity, wisdom, and spiritual awakening. Many of Vietnam's oldest pagodas are decorated with lotus carvings and lotus-shaped designs. Today, vast lotus ponds bloom across the country every summer. Their pink flowers have become one of Vietnam's most recognizable natural landscapes. The lotus is also part of everyday life. Its seeds, roots, leaves, and flowers are all used in Vietnamese cuisine and traditional medicine. Even lotus tea is considered one of the country's finest traditional drinks. Here's another surprising fact. Although the lotus is widely recognized as Vietnam's national flower, there has never been a separate law officially declaring it as one. Instead, in 2011, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism selected the pink lotus as Vietnam's national flower through a nationwide selection process. And it has since been broadly recognized as the country's floral symbol. Today, whenever people think of Vietnam, they often picture the graceful pink lotus standing above the water, a symbol of resilience, purity, and the enduring spirit of the Vietnamese people. This beautiful flower is called the Mugunghwa. It has been the national flower of South Korea for generations. But what makes this flower so special isn't just its beauty. It's the meaning behind its name. Mugunghwa literally means the everlasting blossom, or the flower of eternity. Unlike many flowers that bloom for only a few days, the Mugunghwa keeps producing fresh blossoms almost every day throughout the summer. Each individual flower lasts for only a single day. By the next morning, it falls to the ground. But almost immediately, another flower opens in its place. This endless cycle continues for months. Because of that remarkable resilience, the Mugunghwa became a symbol of perseverance, hope, and the unbreakable spirit of the Korean people. Its history stretches back more than 1,000 years. Ancient Korean kingdoms mentioned the flower in historical records and poetry. Over the centuries, it became deeply woven into Korean identity. Today, Mugunghwa flowers bloom throughout the country. They can be found in parks, schools, government buildings, and memorial sites. The flower is even mentioned in South Korea's national anthem. The lyrics describe the land as being forever filled with blooming Mugunghwa. Few countries celebrate their national flower in such an important national symbol. For South Koreans, the Mugunghwa is far more than a beautiful blossom. It represents resilience, renewal, and the enduring strength of an entire nation. Hibiscus, Bunga Raya, Malaysia, Malaysia. This bright red flower is known as the hibiscus. In Malaysia, it is called Bunga Raya. It became the country's official national flower in 1960. But the flower's name hides an interesting meaning. In the Malay language, Bunga means flower, while Raya means celebration, greatness, or national importance. Together, the name reflects a flower that represents the entire nation. Its 5 large petals are also filled with symbolism. Each petal represents one of the 5 national principles of Malaysia, known as the Rukun Negara. These principles promote unity, loyalty, justice, morality, and national harmony. The bright red color symbolizes courage and strength. Today, the hibiscus appears throughout everyday life in Malaysia. It blooms in parks, gardens, schools, government buildings, and public spaces across the country. The flower is also featured on Malaysian coins, stamps, official emblems, and tourism campaigns. Every year, millions of visitors see Bunga Raya, welcoming them as one of Malaysia's most recognizable national symbols. For Malaysians, the hibiscus is far more than a tropical flower. It represents unity, pride, and the vibrant spirit of a multicultural nation. High in the Himalayan mountains, one flower transforms entire forests into a sea of brilliant red. It is the rhododendron, known locally as Lali Gurans. It is the national flower of Nepal. But this isn't just another mountain flower. Nepal is home to more than 30 different species of rhododendrons, making it one of the world's richest regions for these remarkable plants. Every spring, vast Himalayan forests burst into color as millions of rhododendron flowers bloom almost simultaneously. Some trees can grow over 20 meters tall, forming entire forests covered with bright blossoms. For generations, the flower has inspired Nepali poems, songs, and traditional art. Its vibrant red petals have become a symbol of beauty, courage, and the strength of the Nepalese people. Today, the rhododendron is celebrated during mountain festivals and attracts hikers from around the world who travel to witness the spectacular flowering season. For many visitors, seeing the Himalayan hills covered in blooming rhododendrons is one of the most unforgettable sights in Nepal. More than a national flower, the rhododendron represents the breathtaking beauty and resilient spirit of the Himalayas. Singapore may be one of the smallest countries in the world, but its national flower tells an extraordinary story. This elegant orchid is called Vanda Miss Joaquim. Unlike the other flowers on this list, it did not evolve naturally in the wild. Instead, it was created by human hands. In 1893, Singaporean horticulturist Agnes Joaquim successfully crossed 2 different orchid species, creating an entirely new hybrid. The result was a flower unlike anything seen before. It bloomed almost all year, thrived in Singapore's tropical climate, and displayed remarkable strength despite the intense heat and humidity. Those qualities soon became associated with the people of Singapore. Hard work, resilience, and the determination to keep growing under any circumstances. In 1981, the government officially selected Vanda Miss Joaquim as Singapore's national flower. Today, it appears in gardens, public parks, official events, and countless souvenirs across the country. It has become one of Singapore's most recognizable national symbols. Unlike most national flowers, Vanda Miss Joaquim is not famous because of an ancient legend, but because it represents innovation, progress, and the remarkable story of a nation that continues to bloom against the odds. So, which of these national flowers surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing stories from around the world.